Gonna try to play another live ladder game here. Been working on a couple things. I have my all army key unbound, so that means that I am going to have to make sure I'm hotkeying from my eggs, and I'm still trying to make sure I do the map vision so that I keep an eye on next potential bases, that I hold watchtowers if the map has them. Holding the watchtower should be easier now, because you just don't hotkey the zerglings you make from the egg, and you put those ones on the watchtower. And then they should be able to hold it forever, well, until they get destroyed by an enemy unit. So hit the queue up button, says it should take less than a minute. Okay, that's actually longer than it's been taking. It's only been taking like 30 seconds or less recently. What do we got? Versus random. Okay, I'm going hatch first. If I get cannon rushed or bunker rushed or 13-12, it's okay. I really haven't seen very much of that, so I'm just going to try to play... I think I'm going to do my...
Have fun.
If it's not ZVZ, I'm going to play the Zergling Hydralisk build without a Baneling Nest if I can. Okay, let's make sure my Overlord's queued up to go to someplace smart, like over high ground. Alright, so this Overlord we want to send to this spot, and then if it's safe I'll try to move it over here onto this high ground. Keep an eye on that potential third base. Waiting for the Overlord to hatch, so I'm going to get another hatchery, then a gas, and then a spawning pool. Well, no, I'm going to drone up to 18 between... after getting the hatch, before getting the gas or the spawning pool. So it's 17, 18, 18 on those.
Not enough minerals.
See if I can see my opponent's worker going by in the middle of the map. I'm not sure that my first Overlord's path actually catches that on this map. Okay, so I drone up to 18. I'm going to put my spawning pool down in a place that's more appropriate to Terran or Protoss opponent, because I've just accepted that I'm losing to early aggro and Zerg versus Zerg anyway with this build.
You have not enough minerals. Money.
So I've been putting my spawning pool down here because it keeps it safest from drops. It's the easiest place to defend, so you don't lose your spawning pool in the mid game. Oh, that is too many drones in the gas. Okay, I haven't seen what my opponent's doing yet, so I don't know. Need to make my Overlord on 19 to not get supply blocked. Can leave it kind of up here because it catches a little bit of this attack path, but it's on the high ground unless they come all the way around. I want to make sure I have some larvae for Zerglings as soon as my Overlord here hatches. And then also make the Queens and the Zergling speed as soon as my pool is done, which is any second. Should line up perfectly with my hatchery being done. Okay. Hotkey those right away. Put them here, because if there's a Reaper coming across the map, I want to catch it. And then go right back to drones. 4 Zerglings is all you need against Protoss or Terran. I assume, since I haven't seen an Overlord, that my opponent is not Zerg. So I'm going back to droning for now, because I'm safe against things that non-Zergs can do. For the moment. That are not super cheesy, but I'd already be seeing that, I think. Okay. Opponent is Terran. They might have made their expansion on the high ground, so I'm going to get Zergling speed with my next 100 gas here. I'm going to get a second queen at my natural, but just keep making drones. Alright, well, I'm going to actually just make an Overlord and send in my slow Overlord to see what's going on. Oops. Oh, I caught something going there, but I didn't catch what it was. What did I just click to go where I don't want it to go? A drone? Probably? Yeah, no. Oh, no, Overlord, you don't want to go all the way over there. I saw something leaving their base, but I didn't catch what it was. Oh, it's probably Hellions. Okay, in that case, we want some of those. We want some more Zerglings. I've already got a couple Queens here.
More Overlords.
See if I can't back up to my static defense.
Spawn more Overlords.
Okay. Try to attack move on the SCVs.
Our forces are under attack.
Build a new spawning pool just in case down here.
Your warriors
Hey, your
against
base is under attack, man.
We require more minerals.
We need more money.
Minerals. You're under attack. Siege up.
This is super all in by my opponent.
You need more minerals.
In my day, we mined.
A new queen has emerged.
We require more minerals.
A new queen has emerged. You need more minerals.
In my day, we mined 8 minerals at a time.
Need more.
This is so all in. I hope my hatch can live here. It's not going to. Oh, I didn't cancel that queen.
A new queen has emerged. Your forces are under attack.
All right.
Whoa. You need more energy, little guy.
All right. So, gonna
Your
make
forces are taking damage.
a roach warren. All right. What is my opponent actually doing over here? Bunch own nothing. Okay, so they're expanding. There's some more cyclones. I think if I just get armor and get some roaches, we're going to be okay here. Alright, so my opponent's doing something different. That's fine. Changed what I'm doing.
I need more energy.
So, let's uproot those so they don't die. So, once the roach warren's done, want to get some roaches. Oh, it is done. So once my hatchery is done, I actually have the money. I would like to get some roaches and just attack them with zerglings and roaches. Let's see. They never had a starport yet, right? That Overlord was pretty dead. There's a starport. Okay, so that means they could have liberators at some point, so I do want more queens still. Let's reroute those, so if they do try to come in. Which means...
Queen has emerged.
Okay, so banshees and liberators are definitely possibilities here.
Whoa. You need more energy, little
Gonna make
guy.
some more overlords, and I'm gonna make some more. And I'm gonna make some roaches.
Not enough minerals.
I just need a little bit more in the way of economy here to not be
Need more energy.
totally dead. All right.
That mineral field's gone. Don't spend it all in one place.
I do want to see if they're moving out over here.
You're under
Oh,
attack.
there they are.
Siege up.
We need more money.
Minerals.
Okay, so I want to make some roaches. I don't know if I have time to make roaches, though. Ah, they got a siege tank now? Come on. Didn't hotkey all my zerglings. Yeah, they're queens. Hold position here, queens. Okay, gonna get on top of the siege tank.
We're running out of minerals back home.
I want to actually make these guys into Ravagers. So actually make sure to hit the injects. Let's get the melee upgrade. Actually, I need to get a layer now, because I'm not going to be able to keep doing this
We
on...
must spawn more overlords.
Okay, I just need some overlords. Actually, what I need is an Overlord to go out here and spot for me. Dang it, Queens, didn't I tell you to hold position? Oh, get out of the way, Queen.
Whoa, need more energy, little guy.
Okay, so my opponent is super all in. I did kind of a bad job of holding this.
Your forces are taking damage.
We're running out of minerals.
Get on top of the Marines. Come on, shoot their units with my... Thank you. Thank you, siege tanks. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm just super dead here. It's okay. Yeah, see, my opponent's taking a third. I can see it there.
Need more energy. Mutation complete. So creative.
Let's go up and give these tanks a nice hug. Yeah, I'm super dead. Like, it literally doesn't matter. I am so dead here. Okay, so what are my outs? My outs are hope my opponent backs up and lets me
Engage the enemy.
just keep making bases forever? Okay, well, gotta do what you gotta do.
Not enough minerals. You need more minerals.
Triple expand. My only chance. If my opponent does literal nothing for the rest of the game, I might be able to win. Small chance, small chance.
Not enough energy.
Like, I'm pretty sure I'm just actually dead, though. Okay, I do have the layer. Can start making Hydralisks. I need to make a new spawning pool when I think about it. Alright. Okay. Alright, so here's my hope, is to just... Okay, drone, you gotta get off that hotkey. Alright,
Require more minerals.
so only hope, make all the drones. Yeah, well, don't think I can save that one. Oh, is it still constructing? Okay, cool, I'll cancel it. Get out of there, drone. Alright, well...
You need more minerals.
In my day, we mined 8 minerals at a time. We require more minerals.
We need more money. Not enough minerals.
Yeah, okay, so my opponent didn't just back up and give me all the time in the world, so I'm actually just dead here. That's fine. What are in these eggs? Okay, yeah, they're all drones. I'm just so dead. Okay.
They're attacking your base, you know.
Where's the rewind? There it is.
Nice try.
Okay. So my opponent did something super, super all-in, and I saw that, but I obviously need to fine-tune what my reaction's going to be, so we're going to go ahead and back this up and take a look at what happened. in most games, like even those games went on for 14 minutes, I had lost it for several of those minutes. Okay, so we're going to speed through the opener a little bit. As soon as I realize my opponent's on one base, I might have needed the Baneling Nest here against the Cyclones, honestly. So the Orchard's good if you see all bio, but since I saw some mech, I probably also needed the Baneling Nest because it's good against Hellions and against Cyclones. And Orcs just kind of get owned by Cyclones until you at least have the first armor upgrade, because they deal bonus damage to armored. The first armor upgrade really reduces that a lot, though, since they fire a lot of shots quickly and you're getting the bonus against every shot. I did catch on the minimap that my opponent sent. Which one's me? This one? See, I caught on the minimap those, but I didn't actually see what it was moving out. So, like, if I back up a few seconds here, I saw it on the minimap, but I didn't actually see it live. Like, I didn't catch what the units were. So I go over here and I see the reactor, and I think, oh, it's Hellions, because that's the most common thing. But now that I think about it, there have been people playing a little bit more of the other one on the ladder now, the
New queen has emerged.
The freaking new unit. The Cyclones. Yeah, okay, so I saw something moving out. I didn't quite catch what it was. I assumed it was Hellion, so I was going to be okay with the Roach Warren. It's probably a bad call on my part. Should just get the Baneling Nest to be safe anyway. More queens is good. I should really even have another queen queued up already. Nice, either repair. I can do badly letting my queens fight here. I should target the SCVs first so they can't just keep repairing these things. Man, Cyclones do so much damage. And I should have put my stack defense is too far back. It needs to be like over here. Like out here someplace. Yeah, they get up here and take out this queen too. I do eventually get the Zerglings by them. Wow, these things deal damage so fast. Alright, so back to regular game speed here. Yeah, so they're still super all-in at this point. Maybe I need to be making another couple static defense a little bit sooner than I do. My stack D is too far back here, which is letting them target this. If it was up here, then maybe I could be offing all their low HP units and not have them kill my hatchery. Alright. But yeah, it's just way too much damage from my hatchery, so they're gonna get it. Yeah, if I just had a few Banelings to blow up on these guys, I think that'd be good. These have 180 hit points is a lot of hit points. I'm also late on starting my +1 armor. Should already be making an evolution chamber because I know +1 armor is amazing against Terran in general, but especially against Cyclones with their 3 damage per shot and 5 damage versus armored. So it could be 2 damage per shot and 3 damage versus armored once you have +1 armor. So that's a late reaction on my part on that. Also, while they're pushed back now, I should be taking a third. Right now. I see they're taking expansion, they're not attacking me. It'll get me time to squeeze out some more drones and some more production. I'm glad I go back and check with my Overlord what's going on. I see they don't have a starport yet, which means I don't have to be concerned that they're making a Liberator or a Banshee. So they're still massing the Cyclones. So that means I might get a little bit too greedy here and need to be making units and I'm making workers. But it's always correct to Zerg to die with too many drones and not too few. Because you can always go and dial that back a little bit. The worst thing is to lose because you didn't have enough drones to make the units you needed. You didn't have enough production to make the units you needed because all your hatcheries are dying. You're not hitting your queen injects. You don't have the minerals because you didn't make enough drones. So I'm glad I saved those. I should have uprooted them a little sooner so they didn't bleed so much, but it's okay. Alright, so I saw my opponent still massing. I got back. Okay, there is a starport incoming. I did see the tech lab on the factory, which means there is potential to switch that and put Banshees here. Or they could just make Liberators, or they could just even make some Medevacs and come do some drops. So why'd they actually start? Just a reactor? Okay. So Cloak Banshees are a potential follow-up, but that's going to be a while away. But I really should have another hatchery down right now already. Plus when armor's half done, it could be done already. This fight goes a lot better with armor done. I don't know when they actually engage, if I have armor done by then. Oh, it's definitely bad to just have these out on the map. Other than they do see, oh hey, there's maybe an attack incoming. Ooh, still 30 seconds away on the armor, and they come up here. Yeah. And there's their siege tank. Alright. Yeah, this is the push where I finally just lose because I don't actually have the units to fend this aggression off. I think if I had squeezed out another hatchery here, I might have been able to get units coming at this from enough different angles to actually be effective. Good that I got the siege tank, but look how many reinforcements I already have coming. It's just they've really got me pretty contained on 2 bases, and that's never where you want to be as Zerg. You don't want to be on even bases with a Terran ever. You want to always be ahead on bases. But I could have saved my hatchery earlier. That's possibly when I lost this game. Also, I possibly just lost here by getting contained. So anything after this point in the game literally doesn't matter, because I've already identified that there's just one of 2 times that I lost at. Generally, after about 10 minutes in the game, you have either won or lost the game. It's just a matter of the formality of closing things out. That was some most whiff corrosive bombs I've ever seen to try to hit these 2 tanks. Yep. So, you know, there's some back and forth here, and eventually my opponent wins, but this all literally doesn't matter anymore, because the game's already been lost. Yeah, I try to do some micro, try to sneak out bases. Nothing quite happens. Maybe I need to sneak out the bases after the initial attack to try to actually do the catching up I needed to do. But I see now my opponent has 3 bases on the map, and they're just going around and taking out all of my expansions. So that's the end of the game.